welcome back to Manifesto Success Series. This is Priya Mishra, your host. If you haven't been listening previously, I would suggest please go back and start listening from the start. Today, our topic is Force Your Success. What I mean by that? I mean that you have to define your standards. Forging Success is a powerful program to help you create, design, and take action for your futures. To forge means to make or shape a metal object by using a furnace, beating or hammering it to achieve the desired form. If you apply this definition to people, one can achieve transformation through a catalyst. There are challenges, hardship, or obstacles. The outcomes of this process can be limitless. In the hands of the one deciding on the shape. What does it make to continuously mold yourself through the fire to be the creation of he desires himself to be? Perseverance and hard work were what proved the way for the success of Dr. Wayne Dyer, an internationally renowned author and speaker on self-development. From shoveling snow and delivering papers to becoming a best-selling author, Wayne changed the way he perceived the world. In my Perseverance book, if you look at Journey of Perseverance, I also mention a lot of my heart story and how I actually proceed towards the success I have achieved so far, where I started, how I started. It's been detailed there. I would recommend please go read. It's already available in Amazon. He devoted his time to serve the needs of other people and constantly reminded himself that he had a choice to miserable or motivated, had to have the courage to do what he loved. We quote him saying, "Never forget what doing what you love is the cornerstone of having success in your life. There is no security of opportunity to make a living at what you love. There is only security of resolve to make it happen." Jobless and suffering from a broken marriage, J.K. Rowling, the celebrated author of Harry Potter, picked herself up from the failures. With a strong determination for success, she changed her life for the better. She is not even celebrated by the youth, but also many people in their later stage also celebrates her achievements and the writing she has produced. Though born into poverty and suffered several failures in business, his health and political Abraham Lincoln becomes the 16th president of the United States of America. He did it with perseverance and faith in himself and his idol. He was considered as one of the greatest presidents as he led America through its greatest moral, constitutional, and political crisis in the Civil War. Lincoln is also noted for persevering the Union abolishing slavery, in strengthening the federal government, and modernizing the U.S. economy. Abul Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam Azad, an Indian aerospace scientist and politician, becomes the 11th President of India. He was affectionately referred to as a people's president. He shared several qualities that a man should have to define his standard, to be who he needs to be, to achieve success in life. Being born in an isolated island or in the south of India did not prevent A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Azad from getting an education, finding a job, and overcoming many obstacles to become president of a nation. He was one of the most celebrated scientists in our country, and he is still respected from people. His learnings has given so many people lights and delights of their life. One of the biggest follower is still, I cannot forget every book I read through. In this quote, I would like to focus on the will to decide and the phrase own future. It is so vital for us to decide as to what we want our future self to be, based on our innermost dreams, aspiration, and perceived life purpose. To achieve this, Kalam said, we need to work at it. You cannot get it like this. You have to work on it, what you want. We need to go through the fires to get us to that future. There will be many hurdles. The people who will be joining you might not be aligned with you. Your stars in terms of communication, in terms of mindset, in terms of evaluations of your life and choices of your lives are not aligned with you. There are so many obstacles, but we need to make choices and we need to make sure we are actually going through that energy. You are in fire is you can see this as a biggest destroyer, and at the same time you can see it's a source of energy. In ancient Indian culture, we have what we call the guru concept. When achieving spiritual enlightenment, but the person seeking enlightenment must look into yourself, discover his potentials to be able to reach the desired spiritual level. The Guru's only guides this journey. The work is dependent on us. We are responsible for our future. The time we've spent on meditating and finding the path. I remember how loved ones would often consult me when they come to the point of decision making. Relying heavily on a mentor can at times lead to the misdirection when the seeker chooses the judgment of the mentor over his own. I often tell my loved ones that my insights on the matter are less powerful than their own, because no one else can see this decision in a better light than themselves, who are in touch with their situation. In his book, A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Azad, Force Your Success, he mentioned there are different topics, what people can do, what principles can guide you, one, to forge success. The first one, find your dream. He said, dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts results in action. It starts from here. Kalam said that a dream does not let you sleep, but rather keep you awake. It is a passion you want to fulfill in your life. For Kalam, his dream has for India that his nation will be among the developed countries in the world where poverty and discrimination no longer exist. But to accomplish a dream or a passion or a mission, Kalam said that one must have a single-minded devotion to the realization of that goal. So to dream, one must also focus, and work hard towards that goal. The second pointer he highlights that deal with failure and have courage. Kalam is quoted saying, if you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. He added, just best teachers in your last mistake, failure cannot overpower as if you were determining through enough, for as he puts it, if the determination to success is strong enough. Kalam encourages people to read failure stories, because it is from those that we get ideas from success. The mistake they have taken and the outcomes they have got is actually true lesson. Face the obstacle you encounter with courage to succeed. Kalam asks the youth to have the courage to think differently, to innovate, to travel and explore the path, to discover the impossible and to conquer problems. In his next pointer, third one, be the captain of your problem. According to Kalam, in any task you do, you are to overcome across problems. But victory over problem is a result of how a person deals with it. Kalam said that answering question of people seeking solution to a problem made him realize that problems are defined by how a person perceives a problem, how processes the situation in his life. If we could changing the way we process, he said, then we could possibly change the way we think about our problems and hence also about their solution. His advice to the trouble is to be the captain. Do not let problems dominate you. Control them, defeat them, and succeed. Imagine the positive outcome. Invention and discoveries, Kalam explains, have emanated from creative minds that have been constantly working and imagining the outcome in the mind. He said, when we wake, this is constant effort. All the forces of the universe work for that inspired mind, thereby leading to invention and discoveries. Known psychologists, philosophers, entrepreneurs, marketers, and motivational speakers and life experience tells us what What we constantly contemplate on is what we get in life. Even the Bible in Proverbs 4:23 teaches, be careful what we think because the thoughts runs your life. Fifth, be unique. Fight to be you. If there was anything that Kalam learned from 11 million youth, is the wisdom to be unique. It is convenient, he says, to be like you everyone else, but this choice is not in accordance with the long vision. The challenge, therefore, is to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the uniqueness of you. You cannot be unique if you are just like all the rest. If you fail to manifest the just expression of yourself, then you remain to be invisible. Sixth lesson, break through limitations. Kalam said that the history has proven that those who dare to imagine the impossible are the ones who break all the human limitations. Mr. Kalam institutes the great men in history were in the field of science, meditation, sports, or psychology, because by breaking the limits of their imagination, they changed the world. Seventh, keep learning. Learning has no replacement. Kalam said, learning uses creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. Knowledge is the greatest power. Be righteous. The attribute separates you from others, provides you happiness. In his 8 lessons on this topic, we quote Kalam as saying, where there is a righteousness in the heart, there is a beauty in the character. When there is a beauty in the character, there is a harmony in the home. When there is a harmony in the home, there is an order in a nation. When there is an order in the nation, there is a peace in the world. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the concept that entire universe, entire world is us, ours. That belongingness and the ownership differentiate your uniqueness. That holistic approach differentiate you in holiness. Our contribution of right action and purity of intention provides the environment for success. Ninth lesson, work with integrity. Kalam believes that no matter what is the environment around you, it is always possible to maintain your brand of integrity. A leader, says Kalam, must have a vision and a passion. He must not be afraid to face any problem. Most importantly, he must work with integrity. A man of integrity earns respect. An honest and truthworthy person is appreciated and gain positive influence and following. 10th, be confident. Believe in yourself, believing in your dream. Kalam teaches that success in a vehicle that moves on a wheel, named hard work, but the journey is impossible without the fuel named self-confidence. So, nurture the dream within you, face your fear, and step into your light. Make a decision to discover your inner power. Work to it. Be braver and don't give up. That's how you forge success. Highly recommended book written by Mr. Abdul Kalam. Success is unique as each one of us. We all have a story. We all have a special interest and incredible talents. Success is a combination of knowledge, joy, and character you acquire throughout life environments. You help create a relationship that you nurture. When combined in a meaningful way, this success will be forged through balance. That's it for this episode. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on the Spotify. Thank you so much for listening.